Here's your podcast script. Politicians are hitting the club, and no, not for the drinks. The New York Times is reporting on a growing trend of candidates campaigning after dark to court young voters, with the headline, "What's the hottest spot in New York for campaigning? The club." Here's how it went down. Claire Valdez, a first-term Democratic Socialist Assemblywoman running for Congress in a Brooklyn, Queens district, spent the final weekend before primary day on what she called a club tour. She grabbed the mic behind a DJ booth on a packed dance floor, told the crowd to tell their friends, their co-workers, even their exes, to go vote. Then she moved on to an astrology-themed bar called Mood Ring, chatted with women waiting in line at a food truck over $4 tacos, and finished the night walking through the backyard of Nowadays, a techno venue known for marathon dance parties, alongside Mayor Zoran Mamdani. She posted a video on X, calling it Zoran's Mar-a-Lago. And 3 days later, she won the Democratic nomination. This wasn't Mamdani's first time either. During his mayoral campaign, he swung by Elsewhere, described as a Bushwick utopia for young ravers, and Damballa, a listening bar spinning R&B and Afrobeats to crowds in their 20s and 30s. The late-night canvassing became a hallmark of his campaign's final push. The strategy is spreading beyond New York. In Texas, State Representative James Tallarico, who went on to win the Democratic Senate nomination, held a town hall at a San Marcos nightclub that has hosted Diplo and Waka Flocka Flame. Students actually asked on Instagram whether they could bring backpacks from class. Now, does any of this actually work? That's less clear. Valdez herself framed it modestly. She joked that statistically, at least one person probably went straight from the Nowadays all-night party to the early voting booth. Saikat Chakrabarti, former chief of staff to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, tried the same playbook in San Francisco, packing a nightclub with young progressives and Twitch streamer Hassan Piker. He finished third in the primary and didn't advance. And not everyone is thrilled about politics invading the dance floor. Republican City Councilwoman Vicky Palladino from Queens put it bluntly on social media, saying NYC nightlife used to be cool, and lamenting that this never would have happened at Studio 54. But this kind of nightlife politicking isn't entirely new either. Back in 1964, Lyndon B. Johnson's supporters transformed a room at El Morocco, a storied Manhattan club, into what was billed as America's first political nightclub, a discotheque for LBJ, where the entry fee was a $5 contribution to his campaign fund. The underlying logic, whether it was 1964 or 2026, is the same. Even if Gen Z is drinking less, they're still out somewhere on a Saturday night, and for candidates willing to show up, the bar and the ballot box might not be so far apart. I'm your host, and that's your story for today.